Hi guys, somebody asked me yesterday how to build self-confidence, and so I wanted to run this video on that. And plus it's such a beautiful evening outside, I wanted to do it outside with my grill and my kayaks. It's on my back porch here. So confidence is built on two things in my opinion. So one, it's first built on a series of small successes. So you set yourself up for what those small successes are, right? So I'm not constantly looking at the bigger picture when I'm measuring success. Of course, I'm always looking at the bigger picture when it comes to, what I'm dreaming of and where I want to go and all of those things. I think that's very important that you have the bigger picture in mind all the time when it comes to that. But not when it comes to my measuring stick. I'm not, oh my gosh, I'm finally confident when I achieve something that's very high. It's built on a series of small successes. Set yourself up for success. Set small attainable goals, right? Like just little things. Maybe it's just that you want to start getting up a little bit earlier. You should build some confidence when you achieve that. Maybe it's just that, you want to be building pick a small roadblock, like a small skill set. You want to speak up in class or at your work or whatever it is, or you want to set up a meeting with the owner of the company or your boss or whatever it is, and sit down and put yourself on the map and go over hey, I'm here and what do you expect from me and what do you think my strengths or weaknesses are, and you consider yourself that, putting yourself out there. So check that off, and then you can be confident about how you did that, right? It's a series of small successes, and you make the rules. Like, you set up the rules for the game that you play. So stop measuring yourself on where you want to be financially, or that's a lot of times how we measure success, or where you are in your company. And then when you get that, you'll finally be happy, or you'll finally be confident, because sometimes that's a little ways away. Like, it could be on something that you do tomorrow. You set your alarm for 5:30 tomorrow and you actually wake up and don't snooze, then you should feel confident on that if that's something that you haven't done previously. So, series of small successes. And the other thing is going to be self-talk. So I've run a video before about self-talk, which, I think is always a good topic to talk about again, because I think that it's something where we don't realize, we are not self-aware, another theme that I talk about, I think, a lot in these videos, enough to realize our self-talk and what we're really doing when it comes to that. We talk to ourselves so negatively all the time. Stop it! Stop talking to yourself so negatively. You are not bad at this and bad at that. And sometimes when I tell people this, people get a little confused and they're like, well, I can't just sit here and tell myself that I'm really good at it because I don't feel good at this. And so I feel like I'm going to tell myself a lie. Well, you don't have to tell yourself a lie. You don't have to tell yourself that you're good at something that you don't believe that you're good at. You want to use past tense. So, hey, I used to be really not good at this, but that's all stopping today, or, right now, or tomorrow morning when I wake up. I'm going to be a lot better at this, right? Like, we always say the phrase is like, I always do that, or that's so me. So maybe you're a forgetful person and you forget something and you're like, man, I forget everything. You see how easy that negative self-talk is? You just told yourself that you forget everything. So how confident do you feel about your memory or your forgetfulness right now? Not very confident. And whatever you tell yourself, your brain is so powerful that it will make it come into existence. So you want to tell yourself, man, I have previously forgotten a lot of things, but you know what? I am really going to get better at that. I know that I am. And that's a more honest way to have some positive self-talk. So it's not either, man, I forget everything, or lying through your teeth to yourself, man, I'm just so good at everything, remembering everything, and just feeling negative about that, right? It's the past tense. Man, I used to really forget a lot of things, but I'm really working on that, and I know that I'm going to be so much better at that going forward. You don't realize how much negative self-talk you have in a day, right? It's like, it's toxic. And sometimes you really got to watch out too for how much you surround yourself with people who are talking to themselves the exact same way. So one, series of small successes, set yourself up for that. 2, self-talk. Be aware of how you're talking to yourself. And if you feel negative about something, or that if you speak positively you're going to be lying, use past tense. It's an honest way to have very positive self-talk. So hopefully that helps. We're just scratching the surface. I'm sure we'll talk about more of these in the upcoming videos. By the way, if you like the videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel, that little red button right there, and get more daily videos from me. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.